Number 33 on the review asks us to do the same thing as 32, where we want to first identify the conic section. So again, we're just going to look at the squared terms. They happen to be right next to each other. Here you have the x squared term and the y squared term, both are positive, and they both have a different coefficient, so that's going to make this an ellipse. Alright, so to complete the square, we want to first organize our variables, so we want to make sure that we write the x's together. And it really doesn't matter if you do the x's first or the y first. I just always am in the habit of putting the x's first. And then we're going to put the y's together. So plus 9y squared minus 18y. And then anything that doesn't have a variable gets banished to the other side. So equals negative 9. We're going to need to factor these. So from the two x terms, we're going to take out a 4. So we have x squared plus 6x plus box. From the two y terms, we're going to take out a 9. So we have y squared minus 2y plus box is equal to, and then on the other side, we have negative 9 plus 4 box plus 9 box. Alright, so to complete the square, you're going to look at this first set of x's, take half of that middle term, which is 3, square it, put it in the box. Same thing on the other side. Look at the y terms. Half of negative 2 is negative 1. That negative is really important. Doesn't seem like it right now because negative 1 or positive 1 squared is 1, but it's going to make a huge difference when we find the center of this conic section. Alright, so when you simplify it down, you have 4 times x plus 3, the quantity squared, plus 9 times y minus 1, that's where that negative comes into play, the quantity squared, is equal to, on the other side, when you do negative 9 plus 4 times 3 squared plus 9 times negative 1 squared, you get 36. And then last but not least, to get this in standard form, it has to be set equal to 1. So divide everything by 36. Reduce. Again, we're just looking at reducing the numbers that are out front. So 4 over 36 reduces to 1/9. So we have x plus 3 quantity squared over 9 plus 9 over 36 reduces to 1/4 is equal to 1. Alright, so that's our standard form, and that's all the question really asks us, but might as well talk about a few extra things. The center here is going to be negative 3, 1. And then this ellipse is going to be wider than it is tall. And we can tell that because that 9, look at that beautiful star, that 9 is the bigger denominator and it's underneath the x. So when you draw this ellipse, it's going to go that way.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.